come on. It's like you're saying that science killed God.
Do faith in God and science contradict? That's a good question, but first our TLDR summary. The word science has a pretty narrow meaning, an orderly process of observing and experimenting. A common soundbite is that religion is unscientific.
That's cute. It's so high school.
To make that stick, you'd have to redefine the word science. Logic, evidence, and history all say that Christian faith and science are more than just compatible. They're intimately tied to each other.
Both blood tissues are not completely compatible.
Come on, I know all about compatibility, okay?
Vision is the most potent tool for perceiving the world around us, but should anything invisible to the eye automatically be considered imaginary?
These allegations are false.
Psh, of course not. Concepts like good and evil, beauty, humor, love, and so forth are crucial to human life, but science can't measure or define those. Saying anything unscientific is imaginary is actually saying,
I can't see it because my educated average head is being held at the wrong angle.
It makes no sense to claim that faith in God is incompatible with science.
Let me explain the whole situation in a nutshell.
Science is like sight, a powerful but limited tool of investigation. When we say God is outside science, the way a smell or a sound is outside our vision, people often claim we're using a God of the gaps argument, basically saying,
what other reason could there possibly be? God!
Not only is that not the case, but the reverse is true. What things science can measure actively point toward the God of the Bible. There are countless logical arguments that show God exists.
I don't object to the concept of a deity, but I'm baffled by the notion of one that takes attendance.
Well, then you might want to avoid East Texas.
Noted.
Atheists used to claim that the universe had an infinite past, but by the mid-20th century, scientific evidence for a beginning was so overwhelming that even atheists admitted they were wrong. A core concept of the Bible's version of God, the one who began the universe, was eventually proven true by objective, secular science.
The thing about the idea of a Big Bang is that it's wrong, irrational, and wrong.
Christianity starts from the assumption that the universe was created by an orderly God, who also created humans with an ability to use reason. All ancient worldviews imagined a chaotic and unorderly battle between different spirits or deities controlling all these elements. When Christianity became the dominant view of culture, the scientific method was born. The greatest names in science advancements belong to Christians. So this proves how silly it is to claim that faith contradicts science.
Yes, of course.
Biblical faith means taking what you do know and moving forward despite what you don't know. Scripture tells us not to have blind faith, but to have informed, purposeful trust in what God has shown us. The Bible instructs us to test, investigate, critique, and follow truth. Science requires those as well.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
To this point in history, nothing in science has proven any statement, claim, or event in the Bible to be wrong. Where we can check the Bible's claims, it matches our observations. Where it touches on scientific concepts, it can be interpreted consistently. There have been instances where it seemed the Bible conflicted with, quote, established science.
But science and religion are not enemies.
And in every case, such as the Big Bang, Scripture has eventually proven true, and the, quote, established science changed. The bottom line, the Bible is the most complete, accurate, and effective explanation of humanity which has ever been written. When science or culture seem to conflict with the Bible, we need to remember how fallible we are.
Oh no! We suck again!
Faith in God and science don't contradict. They complement each other as similar ways of understanding different aspects of reality.
And just because you can't see God, it don't stop you from believing.
That answers the question, do faith in God and science contradict? Make sure to thumb, sub, bell, and yeah.